Turallion didn't hesitate. He ducked to his left. The arrow flew past. He felt its breeze on his neck as it sailed on. It arced to the ground hundreds of paces away. Turallion could see it sticking upright in the red dirt, feathers quivering. Alaria Windrunner approached him slowly, drawing another arrow. Her bow remained low, aimed at the ground. Her head turned, eyes darting, looking for a target.
Apologies. I meant my left, not yours.
Turallion glanced at the arrow. nature to think like a predator.
I should have sensed it when it drew close. There's so much errant power here. I need to be more cautious.
This is its territory. It hunts here. Strange that it hasn't tried to finish us off. I would have.
Valeria let her bow rest at her side.
I do not understand this place at all.
I don't either.
Turalian said.
But you found me. It's enough for now.
Valeria looked at him, smiled, and then she embraced him. He held her tightly against his chest.
We will see our son again,
She whispered.
Light willing.
Damn the light! The Alliance expedition was a one-way journey. We all knew it. And yet I felt in my heart that we would see Alator again.
Her love burned brightly, heating her words and warming Turalian's soul. But he did not share her confidence.
It might be a long journey back to Azeroth.
He said.
We have time.
You
That brought her head up. Turalian met her gaze steadily. He knew she understood him. Human lives were short. The elves of Silvermoon had the sun well, and thus something akin to immortality.
If the light lets you die, I will be very
She said. Turalian formed back a smile.
Well, let him know.
good.
She stepped back, surveying the shadowy realm around her. Turalian gestured to the east, towards the dark portal.
The fighting was fiercest there.
They set off. Draenor, at least this dark reflection of it, continued to break apart. The tremors that shook the world did not touch them here. The oceans had boiled away, leaving nothing but empty space. In the distance, mountain ranges floated in mid-air. Neither Valeria nor Turalian needed to say it. If they had not succeeded, this would have been Azeroth's fate too. But as time passed, the cadence of destruction seemed to slow. The central continent of this world was holding together. How much of the Alliance expedition had survived? How much of the Horde? They arrived at the eastern end of the peninsula. The dark portal hung above them. No other living creature was in sight. No Alliance, no Horde. Turalian concluded. Valeria sighed.
Any ideas?
Turalian sat down cross-legged, his back to the dark portal. His heavy armor clattered as he found a comfortable position.
There is nothing I can do to get us out of here.
A bright circle began to radiate around him. He closed his eyes, letting holy power flow through him.
Fate has drawn us away from the others. I'm ready to learn why.
Very well. Have a good nap, Turalian. I will stand watch.
He opened his eyes slightly.
Is our new friend still following us?
It is.
You saw it again.
Valeria hesitated.
I sense it now. Watching us from the north. Do you not?
Perhaps. Near the dark portal.
That is right.
Turalian did indeed feel a ripple of menace pulsing from that direction. It was keeping its distance, so he closed his eyes again.
Well, start a campfire and invite our guest in. Maybe it's just lonely and...
A harmonic tone thundered across them. Turalian leapt to his feet, drawing his hammer from its sling. Valeria spun, bow raised, arrow already knocked. Blinding light shone from a circle in the air only a few paces away. It was a rift, identical to the one Turalian had followed to get here. All he could see through the glow was a hand beckoning them forward. A voice called out to them.
This way, quickly!
Turalian's shock faded. The rift and the voice behind it were both suffused with the light.
We can trust him.
He told Valeria. She glanced at him, then lowered her bow.
Very well.
She stepped through the rift. Turalian followed. They emerged into a clearing in a forest, surrounded by half-dead trees. The rift closed behind them. They were back on Draenor, a world still rumbling from its apocalypse. The skies. One look took Turalian's breath away. The skies were rent asunder, stripped into pieces. Between the lingering shreds of blue was that familiar sight of swirling dark energy. Draenor and that other realm were bleeding together.
I've been looking for the two of you for a very long time.
The other being, the one who had drawn them here, was smiling broadly. He had fanged teeth and long black claws, but he exuded an aura of holy light. Valeria idly tapped the side of her bow, clearly considering knocking an arrow again.
Who are you?
Turalian asked.
I'm a commander. I'm a warrior of the light. And today I'm a messenger of fate itself. My name is Lithraxian. The Mother of Light has foreseen that you two will help ensure the salvation of all living creatures. She sent me to rescue you. Come, sit down. We have much to discuss.
They spoke for 3 days. Before long, Lithraxian had become very uneasy, especially after learning that an unseen foe had been sniffing at Valeria and Turalian's heels.
I fought the Legion for thousands of years. I was part of the Legion for thousands more. And I've never heard of a creature that can move through the twisting nether like that.
Lithraxian had quickly understood the grim implications.
If you could not see it, Turalian, that is troubling. Demons should not be able to evade the gaze of the light.
After he had listened to their account of their time in that other realm, the twisting nether, Valeria would remember that, Lithraxian was convinced that the creature was one of the Legion's rarest assassins. Kil'jaeden had personally trained a select few to kill or capture important enemies. If it was continuing to follow them, it would not rest until it had finished them off. That meant Valeria and Turalian were still in danger, even here. Oh yes, they'd had much to discuss over the past 3 days. About this world, about the Burning Legion, and how the demons had orchestrated the Horde's invasion of Azeroth. About the twisting nether, the chaotic realm, where the universes sparked by the light and the shadow bled together. About how it could create strange reflections of real worlds like Draenor. Most importantly, Lithraxian had told them about the Army of the Light and its impossible war against the Burning Legion. He had told them the Light needed Valeria and Turalian's help. But all of that would have to wait.
We cannot risk leading that creature back to our stronghold.
Lithraxian said.
I will stay here with you until it is slain.
Turalian was ready to accept his help. Valeria was not.
Lithraxian, you need to leave. We can protect ourselves.
I'm not sure you understand how dangerous this assassin is.
What is a bigger prize to the Legion? 2 recruits or a commander?
Valeria looked directly into Turalian's eyes for a moment. She carefully chose her words to Lithraxian.
When you leave, it will follow you. You must set a trap for it. Return to us when it is dead.
Lithraxian began to object, but Turalian cut him off.
We understand the danger, Lithraxian. We understand perfectly.
He gave Valeria a small nod.
We will wait here.
Lithraxian's eyes narrowed. He silently regarded both of them.
Very well. But I will not leave you defenseless.
Before he left, he offered Turalian a few hours of instruction in the ways of the light. Yes, Turalian was a paladin, but humans had only recently begun to wield holy power on the battlefield. Lithraxian had done so for millennia. After Lithraxian left, Turalian was glowing, literally glowing. For Valeria, that lost its charm after the sun went down.
Can you stop, please? You are ruining my night vision.
She said sweetly. Turalian was enjoying himself far too much.
Does my radiance bother you? Am I delving too deeply into the unbridled power of justice and hope?
Will your radiance stop someone from killing you while you sleep?
As a matter of fact, it might.
He said. Still, he relented. The light faded across his armor and hammer.
What did you think of our new friend? I know you couldn't feel his intentions through the light.
Valeria began to sharpen her arrowheads with a flat stone.
He had a lot to say. None of it seemed like a lie.
Turallion looked at the ground, his voice little more than a whisper.
And what did you think of his request?
There was a long silence, only disturbed by the soft scrape of metal against stone. The stillness pressed in on them. Far in the distance, they could hear the nervous cries of Draenor's wildlife, unsettled from the ongoing tremors. Valeria finally put her rock down.
The Mother of Light saved us from the Nether. If she wants us to wait here for a few days, fine. But asking us to march off to another war...
She didn't finish her thought. She didn't need to. Turallion simply nodded.
If the light can return us to Azeroth first, we can raise an army for it. That has to be far more useful than just the two of us.
Exactly.
They continued to talk through most of the night. When the sky lightened, they took turns sleeping. By midday, they were well rested. Now, all that was left was to wait for the demon to be killed. Valeria wasn't sure if Lithraxian had understood what they had asked him to do, but he had at least been willing to play along. There was no telling how long it would take. If they were to be waiting here for weeks or months, her advice to manage resources still rang true. They were running low on food and water. Turallion left to find a river. Valeria set some snares in the nearby forest. When he returned, Valeria was pacing around the edge of their campsite, carefully inspecting the ground. She looked up at him with a frown.
Where is the water?
He shook his head.
It can wait. This has been on my mind since I woke. We spent all night talking about war, but not a word about our son.
We can talk about the thing later.
If one of us goes to war, the other must stay behind with him.
He stepped close to her.
It isn't right to risk making him an orphan. Not after we already took a chance coming here.
She met his gaze without blinking.
He will be safe, I promise.
Her hand reached up to his chin. Her dagger slipped easily into his throat. Turallion's eyes widened with shock. He staggered backward, clutching at his throat, trying in vain to stem the river of blood. She had buried the blade to the hilt. Valeria watched him without pity.
My son's name is Arator, demon.
The creature that looked like Turallion roared with rage and took 2 stumbling steps toward her. Green fire leapt from one hand while the other produced a dagger. Valeria sidestepped the assassin, caught its elbow and pivoted. The creature crashed into the ground, its arm bent at an unnatural angle, dagger falling uselessly at its side and evaporating. Gurgling shrieks of pain and anger echoed through the trees. Valeria let it squall while she retrieved her bow and quiver. Branches crunched a few paces away, and Turallion, the real Turallion, stepped out of the forest, hammer in hand. Blazing light trailed off of him like smoke.
Nicely done,
He said grimly.
It was impatient. I would have waited a few days, and I would not have left tracks everywhere.
Valeria drew an arrow.
What is more valuable? A commander or 2 new recruits? Apparently, the 2 recruits. Interesting. Let us talk about that.
The assassin snarled and tried to scramble to its feet. Turallion's hammer did not down. Hard. Turallion gestured, and the remnants of the creature's disguise vanished in a flash, revealing its true form. A lanky demon, face twisted with agony. Lithraxian had been right. This was an Eridar, an unusual one. Dark smoke leaped from its blackened, dead eyes. Valeria stood over it, aiming her bow straight down.
You are a minion of the Burning Legion, yes?
The demon smiled up at her.
I am but one of an infinite army. I am but a single spear of an endless...
Her arrow found its mark. She drew another and aimed it at a different yet equally painful point. She did not ask her question again. The demon spat and cursed.
Yes, I am of the Burning Legion, you worm. You flesh-cursed, mortal fool. Arrogant scum, doomed to crawl in dirt and filth before the great lord of the...
The creature howled again as the second arrow hit home. Valeria shook her head.
You tracked us for days. Tell me why.
The demon giggled. The pain had driven it half to madness.
Fate spins around you. I can feel it. I can see it. I saw it all around this world, and then it all blew up. So many little lights blinking out. But not you two. You two lived. And that means fate has plans.
It succumbed to a fit of manic laughter. Tyrallion hefted his shield.
Perhaps you're right, but you won't live to see it.
The demon's eyes were filled with searing hot fury.
You think we won't meet again? I will find you, both of you. I will have your souls as baubles around my neck, and you will suffer for all eternity. And then I will find your son, Arator, and I will make him kneel before Sargeras himself, so you may watch him burn in the Master's glory. Think you've won?
Released her bowstring. The arrow punched through the demon's skull. Its mouth worked soundlessly for a moment. The creature twitched once, twice, then it was still. Valeria shrugged an apology to Tyrallion.
Sorry. I should have asked if you were done with it.
I didn't like hearing it say Arator's name, either.
The demon's body smoldered, decaying into dry dust, blowing away on the breeze, leaving nothing behind. The army of the light must have been keeping an eye on them. Not an hour after they had killed the assassin, radiant light silently fell upon both Valeria and Tyrallion. They were enveloped in its glory, their minds elevated into another realm of existence. Tyrallion felt a presence among them, a being of such profound might that it seemed all light must flow from it. He heard Valeria gasp in awe. She had never experienced the tranquil power of the light before. Neither had he, not with such intensity. A voice spoke to them, elegant, graceful, and steadfast. This was the Mother of Light.
The two children of Addons, Valeria, Tyrallion. I am Zira. I'm glad you are unharmed. Time for a giraffe journey.
It was Valeria who responded.
To save our world. Azeroth is safe. That is why I mourn. I was there at the beginning, when mortal life was but a distant dream. To think that creatures like you would be called to face such terrible dangers, it pains me. If others had not failed, if I had not failed, you would not carry this burden.
And yet we carry it gladly, because we must.
Tyrallion said.
What is happening here? That demon said fate has its mark on us.
Within you two, there is hope for the universe.
Tyrallion began to see Zira's shape. It was as if she were carved from luminous living crystals, held together by nothing but holy power. She was unlike any being he had ever seen. And yet, it was as if he had always known her. Through the night, he understood her nature, just as she understood his.
Mithraxian said there is a war among the stars. I don't understand how we can help fight it.
The war was lost long ago. The Burning Legion has altered the destiny of the universe. All lives now whirl toward oblivion, so we looked for hope. We looked for bright lights in the great dark beyond.
Amid the desolation of 1,000 dead worlds, there are some lands that still live and thrive.
Azeroth, whispered Ilaria.
The brightest light of all. That is what brought the Legion to you 10,000 years ago. In your people's bravery and in the demon's arrogance, the Legion tasted defeat for the first time. But they learn from their mistakes. The Orcs of Draenor were pawns in a new strategy. You fought them back, and the Legion will learn from that too. I cannot say what the next attack on Azeroth will be. I can say only that it will come soon.
Ilaria spoke firmly.
Then we must go back to Azeroth. We will rally every nation for war.
It will not be enough.
It will have to be.
The being's voice was shot through with sorrow.
It will not. The Legion is ready for its burning crusade against your world. It only needs a path. The Horde almost gave it one.
A vision emerged. An orc warlock, bent and deformed, sailing away from the Horde. Turalyon recognized him. It was the one they called Gul'dan.
His hubris was his undoing. Had he succeeded, all would have been lost. But how long has it been since the Horde fled Azeroth? How many years upon your world?
A little less than 3.
Turalyon said.
The Legion has had decades to prepare new avenues of war.
I don't understand.
The currents of time flow ever forward, but the forces of the Twisting Nether are unpredictable. Look.
Another vision came to life. A giant ocean appeared, and Ilaria and Turalyon gazed upon a massive vortex disturbing the waters. The whirlpool carried 2 pieces of driftwood, one at the edge where the water was calm, and the other near the center. The one on the outside drifted slowly, lazily. The one in the center was violently tossed about, circling the vortex countless times. Storms roiled the waters, jarring the currents, injecting ever more chaos into the system. Turalyon slowly began to understand. The same ocean, the same waters, yet affected differently by the same forces. Azeroth moved more slowly than the turbulent parts of the universe.
The Burning Legion has all the time it needs to prepare for war. Its victims never have any time at all. Yours is a world filled with bright lights, but it is not ready.
The vision changed. A barrow prison underground. There was an elf alone in a cell. His face was cold. Turalyon could feel the hatred and determination in his soul.
The light will one day cleanse this one's troubled heart, and he will become our greatest champion. He will destroy the Burning Legion.
Turalyon's mind whirled with questions.
Then why does the Legion fear us?
When you left your world, new possibilities rippled across the vast expanses of fate. The future held a glimmer of hope for the first time in ages. Your lights moved together through the cosmos. You journeyed until you reached something else. Something new. Something I do not believe I was meant to see. An emerald star. It was there for a flash, and then it was gone.
What was it?
I do not know. Something the Legion has hidden from all prying eyes. Once you reach it, I believe we will finally learn how to defeat the Burning Legion. The demons know this too. Thus they dispatched an assassin to kill you.
Ilaria laughed softly.
It did not work out well for it. Now it is gone.
That demon is not dead.
I beg to differ.
You destroyed but a vessel. The demon's soul returned to the Twisting Nether. In time, it would live again and resume the mission given to it by its masters. to snuff out the hope of two bright lights.
Valeria muttered a curse under her breath. That demon had threatened Arator, and it could return at any time. Valeria's voice was hard.
We have a son.
I know. I ask you for a terrible sacrifice.
You do not understand. If we had both died here, Arator would have grown up an orphan. We left him anyway. Look within my heart. See the reason why.
I see love. Pure and unblemished.
Turalian's hand found hers and squeezed hard. Valeria squeezed back.
I would do anything to protect Arator. To protect my people and my world. If there are enemies bent on destroying it, then I will not rest. I will give my life if necessary. But I know I will see my son again. I have known it since the moment I decided to leave Azeroth.
I am glad. Though you do not yet know the light, it has already begun to speak to you.
We should find the rest of the Alliance expedition. If the Legion fears the two of us, it'll tremble when we march together.
Turalian said.
They have their own fate. There will be a great many wars on your world, and on this one, while you are gone. Azeroth will need their help in time.
The conversation continued for hours. In the end, Valeria and Turalian made their choice. A terrible, impossible choice. A necessary choice. The visions faded away. Valeria and Turalian were alone again in the midst of a forest on Draenor. A rift opened near them. Bright light spilled out, illuminating the shattered world.
We will see our son again,
Valeria said.
Light willing.
They stepped through. Many were waiting on the other side to greet them. The Thraxian was there, a broad smile on his face. Zira floated above them, her presence a beacon of hope in a universe that desperately needed it.
Welcome, Valeria and Turalian. Welcome to the Army of the Light.
Blizzard Entertainment presents 1,000 Years of War, the story of Valeria and Turalian, by Robert Brooks. Narrated by Stephen Pacey. Part 2, The Emerald Star.
Step forward, Turalian, son of Doris. It is time.
Turalian stepped into the column of light. He was not alone. Valeria stayed with him.
The path of light is different for all of its children. Tell us how it led you here.
I was born into the nobility of Lordaeron. I studied in the ways of the light as a boy, and I became a priest, healing the sick and the wounded. I took up arms when my world was invaded, and with my brethren of the Silver Hand, I learned to wield the light on the battlefield.
And what will you do now?
I will serve the light until my dying day. This I swear.
So the light shall bless you. Take a moment to prepare.
Valeria gently grasped Turalian's hands. His palms were down, hers up. They stood face to face, the light shining down on them both.
Are you nervous?
She asked. Turalian smiled.
I am.
The gentle murmur of Zira's presence surrounded them.
Your old life has passed. The light will forge you a new one.
I am ready, Zira.
The light descended upon him. Alaria could feel Turalian's pulse thumping evenly but strongly. His hands began to grip hers tightly. His skin grew warmer to the touch.
I will see you on the other side, my love.
Alaria said. The light delved into him. He did not flinch. Zira's words filled the silence.
The light will grant you wisdom. The light will heal your scars. The light will show you your destiny.
He went unnaturally still, his hands dead weights. Alaria knew his mind was now being borne across an ocean of creation.
What is he seeing?
She whispered.
When one is forged in the light, one sees their past. Then they see glimpses of their future.
I hope he brings back good news.
The Burning Legion has changed the fate of all things. But where fate has changed once, it can change again. It is through beings like you, Turalian, and the rest of the Army of the Light, that it will be so. Light willing.
Alaria knew it would be a long wait for Turalian to return. She closed her eyes. She let her mind roam, seeking the same thing she always sought. Today, she was rewarded. Images filled her mind. Not a vision. No, this was not a glimpse of what had happened or what might happen. This was happening right now. She was sure of it. Alaria gazed upon a city, half-built, the rubble of wars past not entirely cleared away. Stormwind. It had to be Stormwind. The humans had begun to rebuild it. It was a bright, sunny day, and the path to the city walls was filled with throngs of people, soldiers and civilians and nobility. Standing before them was a number of dignitaries. She saw banners from Stormwind, Lordaeron, and Quel'Thalas. In front of that banner was her sister, Sylvanas. Alaria's heart soared. Most of the Winter had died when the Horde invaded. Sylvanas was one of the few who hadn't. She still bore the insignia of a leader, Ranger General of Silvermoon. Pride beat in Alaria's soul like a drum. Outside the walls of Stormwind, rows of statues had been erected. She recognized all of their likenesses. There was Kurdran Wildhammer, Danath Trollbane, Archmage Khadgar, and there was Turalian. Right next to him was a statue of Alaria. The Alliance must have believed that all who had remained on Draenor were dead. Alaria knew many of the expedition's members had survived. She had seen it through the light. But they must not have found a way back to Azeroth yet. Alaria let her consciousness float over the crowd. They were all looking upward. Yes, she recognized some of the elves there. Warriors, fellow hunters, magi, friends. And there, right there, was a little boy, sitting on the shoulders of a paladin. Arator. Her son was still a child, so tiny. He had been a few months old when she had left for war. Only a couple of years had passed since. His eyes were wide, his head tilted. He was looking at a face he didn't remember. Alaria felt tears welling beneath her eyelids.
Speak to him.
I do not know what to say.
Through the light, you can say more than words.
Alaria understood. She thought back on those precious few months when she had held him in her arms. She let herself float in those memories, embracing her pure, infinite love for her child. Through the light, she shared that emotion with him. She saw him look around. She saw him smile. And then he looked back up at the statue, reaching with his hand. It was the same gesture he had made as a baby, trying to touch her chin. Joy filled her heart so intensely it hurt.
He does not know my face.
He will return here again and again to see your face. And he will know you love him.
Thank you, Zira.
Turalian's journey was coming to an end. The light flashed from within him. He opened his eyes. They shone just for a moment. He lifted his head and took a deep breath. Alaria knew it was done. His pulse was stronger than ever, and each heartbeat thundered with the light.
Welcome back. How do you feel, Turalian?
Like I am awake for the first time in my life.
His eyes were brimming with tears.
I saw Arator. He was grown, a paladin, standing beneath a crimson sky looking down at me. I could feel nothing but pride for him. You were right, Alaria. It is our fate to see him again.
He pulled her into an embrace. She twined her arms around his neck, and his tears fell upon her cheek. He kept his hold on her as he spoke to Zira.
I saw the Emerald Star. Our war against the Burning Legion will reveal it to us in time. We must be patient.
Then we are walking the path of destiny. You have done well, Turalian.
Zira announced the good news to the rest of the Army of the Light.
Turalian, a child of Azeroth, a human of Lordaeron, a paladin of the Silver Hand, has crossed the boundaries of mortality. He has been found worthy to become an eternal protector of creation. He has been forged in the light.
The others were there in an instant, offering congratulations and embraces of their own. They were already brothers and sisters in arms. They had fought battles together, spilled blood together, and mourned fallen comrades together. But now, Turalian was not simply a wielder of the light. He had become one with it, like most of them. Lithraxian stepped up to Turalian and clasped his hand the way humans did. Alaria watched with a concealed grin. Lithraxian had insisted on practicing that with her days ago. He turned to her with an eager smile.
How did I do?
Marvelous. The courts of Lordaeron would think you very polite.
Your ascension will come, Malaria. I know it.
Light willing.
She replied. But if it had taken Turalian, a man who had studied the light since childhood, so long to earn this honor, she knew hers was still some time away. That did not concern her. The light had granted her peace today. She no longer feared that her son would live his entire life before she saw him again. For Azeroth, it had been only a couple of years since they left. For Alaria and Turalian, it had been more than 40. When the Army of the Light welcomed Alaria and Turalian into its ranks, it brought them to their new home, the Zenadar. It was a magnificent vessel, wrought from the Light's greatest minds, capable of traversing the twisting nether and sustaining its occupants for long voyages. It was also the Light's largest remaining refuge, and the only one capable of waging war against the Burning Legion. Alaria and Turalian soon joined the army on its raids of Legion strongholds, but first they had to adjust to life in the twisting nether. The erratic passage of time was an unexpected hurdle to overcome. While a week would pass on Azeroth, Alaria and Turalian might experience a month passing, or 10, or more. The years seemed to blend together. But they certainly were not idle, which helped them focus. Turalian had joined the Council of Exarchs to learn their form of military strategy. After a few years, he had worked with the Zenadar's smiths to forge a new weapon, a sword imbued with holy power. That meant he needed to train relentlessly to master it. Alaria had her own training. She had begun to study the ways of holy warfare. Within 2 years, from Alaria and Turalian's perspective, her arrows were wreathed in the power of the light. She could have foregone her bow and arrows altogether, but it pleased her to bring Thasdara, the legacy of her family, into battle against the forces of evil. Lithraxian encouraged it.
Every one of us carries our past into war. But not all of us can use it as a weapon.
He said. He was a Nathrazim, whose race had been enslaved by the Legion long ago. Alaria soon considered him a close friend and a remarkable source of knowledge. He had spent millennia fighting on the side of demons before he had been purified by the light, so he knew how they thought, how they acted, and what they feared.
The Burning Legion does not fear the light,
he said. Alaria shook her head.
Are they truly so arrogant?
Sargeras believes he has already defeated the light.
Lithraxian offered a humorless smile.
What he truly wants is to destroy the Shadow. That was my duty long ago. I hunted down creatures of the Void for the Legion. Very dangerous work.
It wasn't long before Alaria learned what he meant firsthand. About 50 years after she had left Draenor, the Army of the Light raided a small Legion prison world. When they arrived, every demon there was already dead. Permanently dead. They had been dragged into the twisting nether and butchered. That was the only way to put an immortal demonic soul to rest forever. Even the prisoners had been slaughtered.
This is the Shadow's work,
Lithraxian announced.
Be cautious.
They carefully searched the place, looking for any survivors. As Alaria investigated a row of blood-spattered cells, a living avatar of Shadow appeared out of thin air, wrapping its incorporeal hands around her throat and jamming dark magic into her mind, trying to kill her. Only an instant passed before she called down the light upon her attacker. But in that moment, when the touch of the Shadow had been upon her, her mind was transported elsewhere. Blink. She saw herself walking upon the surface of another world, one filled with demons, one she had only heard about, Argus. Blink. She stood in front of the Emerald Star and felt its terrible warmth on her face. It reached out to her, begging for help. Blink. She saw herself stepping off a cliff, falling into an infinite darkness, smiling all the way. She saw the peace in her own eyes. The moment passed, and the light crashed down upon her attacker, destroying it instantly. She fell to the ground, gasping. Terralion rushed to her side. The light flowed into her, healing the pain.
Alaria, what happened?
Alaria forced a wry tone into her voice as she stood up.
I was warned to be careful. Perhaps next time I will listen.
She did not explain what she had seen. How could she, when she did not understand it herself? It had felt as real as any foresight she had received from the light, and yet it clearly had not been a holy vision. The light and the Shadow had collided within her soul, and from that, Alaria had glimpsed something true. She could not explain how. Over the next several weeks, Alaria asked Lithraxian to tell her more about the Shadow. When he told her about the creatures he had fought, he grew somber.
I have known enslavement, but serving the Legion was a mercy compared to what the Void Spawn endure.
He muttered.
And the corrupted creatures, the ones who once knew freedom, might have mercy on their souls. Once you've invited the Shadow into your heart, it ends in madness.
It was about what she had expected.
That is a shame. Imagine if someone could withstand the Void's corruption. It would make a powerful ally against the Legion.
Lithraxian.
I wouldn't talk about such things where Zero might hear. I doubt you would find many creatures like that. Wielding the Void creates a hunger for more power. And there's the trap. That drive for more, brings you across the threshold. Once you start using the Shadow, you will belong to the Shadow. It was almost always a certainty.
Almost.
There was one.
Lithraxian had to think back.
The Locust Walker. That was what we called him. A powerful master of the Void, and yet completely free of its grasp as far as we knew. The Burning Legion lost countless lives trying to capture him. I was nearly one of them.
I am glad he did not kill you.
He did kill me. But he pulled me out of the Nether to do it.
Lethraxian laughed at the memory.
He said he saw a unique destiny for me and wanted me to be reborn.
Locust Walker. Hilaria would remember the name, but she couldn't resist asking one more question.
How many times did you die for the Legion?
I lost count.
He grinned at her.
It was pleasant, in a way. Feeling your soul drift. And then Argus would drag you back, and you'd be punished for your failures. That wasn't so pleasant.
Hilaria meditated on what he had told her. Perhaps there was a new way to fight the Legion. She went to Zira for guidance.
I want to find the Locust Walker, and all other beings like him.
Hilaria said.
They wish to see the Burning Legion fall just as much as we do.
Hilaria had expected resistance. She had not expected an ultimatum.
Understand this well, Hilaria Windrunner. The light does not treat with the void. There is no alliance made with the shadow. It seeks to destroy or enslave every soul in this universe. It wants to consume everything.
Hilaria was taken aback at Zira's cold disgust.
I understand the danger, but I am a hunter. I think as my prey does. We fight the Burning Legion now, but one day we shall face the void. I would prefer learning how its creatures think before that war begins.
That war began before time itself. Make no mistake, Hilaria. If you pursue contact with the void, your destiny will fall into ruin. You will lose Turalyon. You will lose Arator. You will lose Silvermoon, Azeroth, and everything else you hold dear. The light and the shadow cannot exist together. You already know how to strike down the void. That is all you need to know.
I understand, Zira.
The Naru's words were clear enough.
What's going on?
Hilaria could not put what she had seen out of her mind. She would walk on Argus. She would see the Emerald Star, and then she would fall to darkness. Those sights had felt like glimpses of destiny, and they had been born of shadow. The other things she'd seen had not faded. She was still convinced she would see Arator again. She was still convinced the Burning Legion would be defeated. She hoped the light would grant her more clarity in the years to come. But as century after century passed, none came. She fought, she raided, she killed, but there were no more answers. And then, suddenly, the time for waiting had ended. The Burning Legion had invaded the remains of Draenor, a world now called Outland. The forces of Azeroth were mounting a desperate defense at the edge of Hellfire Peninsula, holding the line only steps from the Dark Portal. Hilaria and Turalyon had lived through more than 500 years in the Twisting Nether. For Azeroth, it had been about 20 since the end of the Second War, barely a single generation. Its champions were facing another critical war. But for Hilaria, this was an opportunity. She asked to speak with Turalyon and Zira in private. It hurt her deeply to lie to them, particularly to him, but she knew the truth would have been rejected.
I have had dreams over the years. Faint dreams. I see myself walking upon Argus. Then I see the Emerald Star.
Hilaria spread her hands, a gesture of uncertainty.
I assumed they had to be wrong. Argus is too well defended. Or rather, it was.
Turalyon understood instantly.
The demons are invading Outland. We will never see Argus so vulnerable ever again.
Hilaria expected Zira to object. She didn't.
This is what I saw before you joined us. Two bright lights from Azeroth, finding the Emerald Star together.
Hilaria flinched. That was not what she wanted.
I should go alone. One person can find a quiet entry point into Argus more easily than two.
Turalyon just smiled at her.
You think I can't keep up with you? I'm hurt.
I did not see anything with certainty, Turalyon. There is no reason to risk anyone else.
Do not resist your destiny, Hilaria. I cannot see what happens after you arrive, but I know that you continue your war against the Legion. Go together. You will not die on Argus.
After a pronouncement like that, there was no more room for argument. Alaria and Turallion set off deep into the twisting nether. They left the Xenadar in a small cylindrical pod. The light sustained them. The journey was quiet, stealthy, and slow. It would take a long time to reach Argus, and the pod would be their only way to escape it. As they traveled, Alaria told Turallion the truth, or at least part of it.
The visions I saw were not from the light. That was why I wanted to go alone,
she said. Turallion wasn't too bothered.
Wherever they came from, Zira believed them to be true. That's good enough for me,
he said.
There are other forces in the universe. If they want to aid the light in destroying the Legion, I have no objection.
Zira would.
A hint of a smile played on Turallion's lips.
I trust her wisdom, but I trust your instincts too.
They flew on through the twisting nether. Alaria prayed he would not suffer if she had made a mistake. Long ago, the Army of the Light had learned the location of Argus. It was a world fully shrouded within the nether, and thus the army could have navigated to it at any time. But though it was easy to find, it was not easy to infiltrate. The primary stronghold of the Burning Legion was extremely well defended. It had to be. Even while the Legion was invading Outland, Kil'jaeden would not be inclined to leave his seat of power defenseless. But now there were gaps. Not every inch of the world would be guarded. When Alaria and Turallion finally completed their journey, they hid in the chaos of the twisting nether and waited, watching for an opportunity. Some parts of Argus were filled with flickering lights, others were dark and silent. Turallion steered their transport to an open plain, far from anything of value. They emerged into the stench of sulfur and charred rock. Nothing was alive here. When the Burning Legion had taken over this world, the demons must have stripped it down to bedrock. Turallion regarded it grimly.
I had not thought there was any world the light had abandoned.
Welcome to Argus,
Alaria said. Turallion gestured toward the horizon. The edge of a huge canyon was barely visible. There were many lights shining from its depths.
That looks promising.
Alaria pointed toward their transport. It had the means to open a rift back to the Xenadar.
and that is our way out. Remember the path. We may need to exit in a hurry.
They moved quickly but quietly. If the Legion learned they were here, it might not be possible to escape. The jagged terrain provided plenty of cover. There were subsurface caverns and crags that hid them from the eyes of the Legion's sparse patrols. Alaria stayed a couple of steps ahead of Turallion, looking for signs of traps or enemies. Halfway to the canyon, she paused, tilting her head.
Someone has been here recently.
Turallion silently drew his sword. Alaria gave him a flat stare.
Not like that, dear.
Sorry, I can't understand the chat.
Something else.
Sorry, man. What are you saying? I don't understand.
Rock had scrape marks on them. There was a thin film of fresh ash at their feet. She knelt down. It was still warm.
Cooking fire. Tool marks. Someone is living out here.
Turallion shrugged.
Hard to believe, but maybe we'll find some allies on Argus.
Alaria wasn't hopeful.
Anyone living under the Legion's nose would have to be very good at hiding, and deeply paranoid. I do not believe they will let us find them. Although...
She carefully examined the cliff face.
Staying in the open would be suicide for them. Would they not need a way to...
You said sorry, man. Sorry. Okay.
There it is.
Click. She
Okay.
found what she was looking for. A loose rock turned in her hand. A small section of the cliff swung open like a door, and a tiny, narrow passage was exposed. Alaria nodded with satisfaction.
There are people living out here. This is how they travel without the Legion knowing.
Turallion led the way through the winding tunnels.
Ah, I did really good here.
The smallest touch of the light for illumination. For hours, all they heard was their own heavy breathing. Whenever they came to a fork in the path,
That's a success.
curved towards the canyon. After spending so much time in the twisting nether, they had learned how to keep their orientation without suns, stars, or landmarks to guide them. As they approached the canyon, Alaria began to feel something strange, a fluttering in her mind.
Okay.
He nodded back. He felt it too. Eventually, flickering green light started to fill the
Go get
path
the
in
next
front of
one.
them. A dull,
Gotta turn around.
hum reverberated through the rock around them. And then, Turallion saw an opening. The tunnel widened here. Not a natural formation, Alaria noticed. Whoever was living here must have carved a ragged window out of the cliff face to spy on the Legion. Maybe there was a spark of resistance on Argus. Turallion crept forward, peering carefully.
Welcome to Stalwart Vanguard. I wish I could
Alaria wasn't far behind.
pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
Sit.
I
Welcome,
don't
though.
know, Valeria. Light knows I don't.
She raised her head. She was looking out over the canyon. A massive, hellish slash in the crust of Argus itself, choked with smoke and steam, and yet bitterly cold. The rumble and clamor of hammers, dark magics, and footsteps overlapped one another. They had seen fortresses on the world's surface, but those must have been outposts. This was where the Burning Legion made its armies strong. There were forges, stockpiles, demonic barracks, and countless other buildings, pits, and structures. They were not just on the canyon floor. The Legion had built them up the canyon walls. The fluttering in her
And
mind
yet the
was painful.
VAZ-2107 is the nice car.
Turallion's gauntlets tightened.
Can I change to that car right now?
It's coming from over there.
He pointed away from the machines of war toward a darker portion of the canyon where
I don't know how to
silent
change
legions
cars.
gleamed in the shadows. The architecture was different. It took Alaria's mind a moment to understand what she was seeing. Over the past centuries of war, she had seen dozens
That's
of these
2101.
trials. This looked nothing like those.
So I get one of
Why
those.
did it seem so familiar? It reminded her of Azeroth, of the old ruins that predated even the earliest highborn settlements. Those had been Titan ruins. Why was she seeing Titan architecture on Argus? And what was inside? That thought seemed to attract attention. The presence in her mind was no longer fluttering. It went silent. It had noticed her. She felt a terrible warmth. She saw fire in her mind's eye. She saw a shimmering sphere of raw power, trapped, straining to escape a fell.
We'll see if we can find some car. I got the Hoonigans mod, so I get access to some pretty cool cars.
It looked. It listened. It saw her. It screamed. A mountain of panic and horror fell upon her mind. Fear filled her thoughts so suddenly that she collapsed.
Valeria,
Turallion pulled her back from the edge.
what is it?
That fear. It was not hers. It did not belong to her. So she shoved it away ruthlessly.
It is alive, Turallion. Light, help us. It is alive.
He stared for a moment, not understanding. And then it must have turned its eye upon him. He flinched and went limp, groaning, fighting to regain lucidity. Alaria forced her mind to see what had been reaching out to them. Deep down in the belly of Argus, there was a creature of astonishing power, imprisoned by the green, corrupting fires of Fel.
No,
Alaria whispered.
this cannot be the Emerald Star.
By the light.
Turallion breathed. It screamed again. The force of it made them tremble. Alaria could hear noises down in the canyon. Movement, marching. Demons were beginning to stir.
The Legion knows something is wrong.
She warned. It fought against its bonds, and tremors rippled across the world. Unable to
Do I play
escape,
Stalker? No, I've never heard of Stalker.
but this time, it tried to communicate. Alaria felt as its raw emotion gave way to something else. Memories. It was sending her its entire lifetime in a single, uncontrolled burst. In that instant, while the corrupt...
Now, how do I find the one that... The Vaz 2101.
Elsewhere. This being was so much more powerful than the minion of the shadow had been. Then she had witnessed flashes of destiny. Now she lived a history that surpassed the existence of the universe. Blink. It was energy, spinning out into the cosmos. Blink. It found warmth near a sun, and a world formed around it to protect it as it grew. Blink. Generations of life lived and died upon it. Blink. It was betrayed. It was bound by something powerful. Blink. Pain. Pain. It hurt so much.
Door. Sorry, I don't understand you guys.
They burned worlds. They used its strength to revive their fallen souls. It hurt so much. Blink. They found another. It was much more powerful. They wanted to claim it too. Then they would be unstoppable. Blink. It screamed into the cosmos for help. Two children answered the call. Two bright lights. Blink. Two bright lights from Azeroth. A world that was like Argus.
You're from Russia? Nice.
Now she was lying on her side. Turalien was shaking her.
Wake up! Alaria, wake up! We have to go!
She reached up, grabbed his shoulder.
Did you see?
She whispered.
See what?
Argus has a soul. This world has a soul, and so does Azeroth. That is why the Legion wants it.
The confusion in his face mirrored her own. He hesitated only a moment.
Zira will know what to do.
Turalien closed his eyes and whispered.
We cannot free you alone, but we will return. We will end your torment.
How do I use my NOS?
If we do not escape now, we never will.
They ran back the way they had come. The Legion would scour Argus to find whatever had distressed the world soul. If the demons found their transport before Alaria and Turalien reached it, there would be no way off this world. It took hours before Alaria and Turalien emerged into the open air. No demons were around. A flash of hope came to life in her heart. Maybe it wasn't too late. Without a word, they both began running, sprinting as fast as they could. They crested a hill. Their transport was down there on the plain, only a few hundred paces farther. It might as well have been worlds away. The pod was the only way off of Argus. The Legion had found it and surrounded it with enemies.
You're from Russia, you know bad English. Sorry if something is not understood or understood but not so. No worries, man. It's all good. Thank you for coming to the stream. Welcome.
exit from Zira. Why? Why had she not seen this? Why hadn't Turalian seen from the world song? Within Alaria's mind, the answer came not as a shout, but as a whisper. Was a standstill. The light.
Too much car. Way too much car.
My son again.
Alaria whispered. It felt as true now as it had always been, even on the precipice of the unthinkable. She knew where that voice had come from. She knew what it was. And she knew only she lashed with the light one more time. She let it go. She reached out for the void. Dark power flowed into her. She did not know how to control it, but that did not matter. Something else far away did the work for her. Something else far away wanted her to survive. She could feel its maddening whispers flooding her thoughts. A jagged portal opened from thin air, black as the darkest corner of the universe. Turalian turned with a jolt. He stared in shock at the portal. Valeria! The way he said her name broke her heart. With a scream of despair, Alaria hooked her arm around Turalian's throat and dragged him through the portal. She felt him shout in pain as he crossed its threshold. The light and the shadow cannot exist together. She could feel his pulse. Crossing through void power hadn't killed him. The portal snapped closed. Alaria collapsed on all fours, exhausted, gasping. She looked
Strangely enough, there are a lot of subscribers, but they look little. Oh yeah?
Rested on a hunk of rock, floating in the midst of nothing, barely big enough for the two of them. Alaria let the shadow go, pushed it away. The whispers of madness faded. Turalian was sprawled on his back, groaning. Alaria watched him. Pain squeezed her soul for what she had done and for what she was about to do.
We are safe. Far from Addons,
she said. He slowly sat up. His eyes took in the chaos of the nether. And then he could do nothing but stare at her.
What did you do?
She didn't answer him. She wanted to lie to him, but she couldn't. Not again.
Alaria.
He reached for her. She pulled away.
that is what I asked. Why? Then I understood. We were not meant to die on Argus today. Even Zira knew it. And she could not see how we escaped. She could not see that it was the shadow that would save us.
I would rather have died than have you fall to evil.
I know. And yet my fate has not changed. We will see our son again. We will defeat the Legion.
Alaria.
Turalian's voice was choked with horror.
This can be undone. Ask forgiveness. Forswear the shadow. I'm sure Zira will help you.
He did not understand. Alaria could not fault him. She only understood bits and pieces of what she had done.
I was destined to walk the path of light for a long time. Now, I must learn how to survive a new path.
She wished she knew what lay at the end of it. He leaned forward, grabbing her hands.
This isn't the way.
When they touched, pain shot through her. She flinched. So did he.
Look at this bad boy.
And the shadow cannot exist together. He let go, looking at his hands in disbelief.
Find your way back to Zenadar. The army of the light still needs you.
Another portal, jagged and black, opened up next to her.
Just know that we are not enemies. Not now, not ever. Believe it, Turalian. Please believe it.
Valeria, wait.
See you on the other side, my love.
She wanted to stay. She wanted nothing more than to embrace him, renounce the shadow, and return to the light. But that was not the path that would protect Azeroth. If it was her fate to fall to darkness, she needed to learn how to endure it. And if she couldn't, she needed to be far away from the people she loved, for their sakes. She pushed herself into the
Let's see what this is.
Her last glimpse before it closed was of Turalian. He was reaching out for her, tears staining his cheeks. He looked as if he were watching her end her own life. She was not so sure he was wrong.
What else? Damn, they're ruthless. Ooh. Hey, got confused. Hey, he bumped into me. Can I take shortcuts? Oh, sorry. That bastard. My God, I can't drive. Dang. Goodness. Need to slow down. Hello, Felix Broom. Welcome to the stream. Trying to drift. You play BeamNG.drive? Oh. How do I do like a soft respawn, or do I have to start the whole match over? Damn. At least I think I'm getting the hang of the track. Alright, fresh start. Jeez. Let's try another one. How about mountain race? Maybe this might be more speed. Mountain race. Smoke comes out of the wheel wells. Likely that brakes have overheated. Good to know. Alright, looks like it's ready. Ooh, mine's weird. Ooh, and the brakes aren't. Am I shifting? Start over. I didn't get that checkpoint. Okay. Damn. What else? Airfield Showdown. Promising. Check that one. Use the parking brake space as quick as a quick and dangerous way to turn the brake. Hey. Like the e-brake or the handbrake. When this drag race on the abandoned airstrip, the cars have been evenly matched, but the old airstrip is dusty and slippery. Keeping the cars under control is the real challenge. You have a manual transmission, so you'll need to shift on your time your shift, use the clutch to launch. Okay. Yeah. Damn, damn, damn. It's crazy. Dang. Hmm. Damn. Goodness. That's enough of that. Let's try cinematic chase. You see blue smoke coming out of the exhaust, oil is being burnt, indicating damage. Dang. Bad guy's trying to escape. Stop him. Destroy his car. Keep yours running. Environment to your advantage. Direct Rocksteady. Where are you going? The test area is in the other direction. Let's retry. You crashed your car. Oh, I can't crash myself. Okay. I gotta crash his car, keep mine running. Whoops. Let's get him. Oh no. Too far. Gotta get him before that. That was a good attempt though. Hey, I did it. Ooh. Demolition. That sounds awesome. I wish I could pick my own cars. They just always provide a car. Demolition Derby Concrete Arena. Last car moving wins. Wreck your friend's cars while taking care of your own. At least 2 players are required. Oh, okay. For that one. Sounds 4 players. Okay, it says how many are there. Jump trial. Sky curve. Do sky curve. What's happening? I don't see anything. Is there anything? I don't even see anything. I guess you're supposed to be able to see it from back here. Here's a sky curve. Many vehicles are not suited for spirited driving or racing in stock form. Aftermarket upgrades are available in the parts selector. Control W. Drive for. Where is it? I'll get this. We'll just do some free roam because some of them I didn't understand what they wanted me to do on that scenario. Come on, out. Hi. Come on, give me control. see. Where is it? Oh, down here. Why is it showing it this way? Camera. Just go to the default one. Adam1331, what's up, Adam? Welcome to the stream, man. Why is my camera not following any? Pushing every, trying to figure out what it wants me to do. I don't know how to get my camera back right. That's pretty cool. Press shift and C at the same time. Is there a way to snap it back to the vehicle? Yeah. Yeah, I got Discord. 2, 3, 4. Press the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, what's up, F15? Got my controllers messed up, I guess. Or my, got my buttons messed up. Hey, Deuce. Disc do? I can't understand you, I'm sorry. God. Next camera C, previous camera nothing. Center camera, look back, move faster, change speed. Rotate, toggle flying camera. Toggle first person, this is what I need. What's not? Bed was my day, got to my house, and the day before a week I was the only thing. One was left with a new week and out in my mind about the new. That was work. Cool, FX16. Sounds good, man. Adam1331 says, hey, I send you a friend request in Discord. Oh, did you get the link I sent in chat, man? What do you go by in Discord? Probably Adam, right? Oh, I see. Here we go. Alright, now you should be able to join General. Ending. Okay, here it is. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. What's up?
Hey, man. How's, just trying to figure out these buttons, man. I'm trying to plant my camera back behind the vehicle, but it's not working for me.
I have that problem before, but I solved it. I forgot how to do it though.
I'm pushing all kinds of buttons.
Did you push the number 1 button? Press the number 1.
Number 1. Number 1. Number pad number 1. F1. Oh, not F1.
No, doesn't take you anywhere. I think that's a major problem.
Hmm.
Let me load up my BeamNG.
C and
So,
Shift C. That's for the camera. So, is there multiplayer with BeamNG?
yeah, there is, but the person has to play at the same computer.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's bad, super bad multiplayer.
There was something in the options about online. I turned online on, but I don't know what it was talking to, like what it was for.
Uh, if you
Online
have
features enabled. Enables or disables any online feature. This requires a game restart to take effect.
I don't think so because that triggers the multiplayer because you need a person to playing on the keyboard and you need a person to play on the Xbox or PS4 controller, and that will work
Ah.
just fine.
Do you like the campaigns? Have you done the campaigns?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I've
could
done it a
download more.
yeah.
What's a good campaign to download?
I don't really think so because I have downloaded a lot.
Here, let's see. Let's do by rating. Well, there's a lot of 5 stars. Let's do by reviews. But we're going to sort by the top reviews.
So there's a new mod. It's called the Jado Fuel. Yeah, the Jado Rocket. You can put it
Giotto
in your
Rocket?
car. Yeah, it's a new mod. It's
Oh,
not my rating. It's in the update.
I just got the DJ Plopper Mega Pack.
I have that.
Nice.
Do you
Now,
have the Satsuma? The car Satsuma looking thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have
All I
that.
have is the Hoonigans mod. That's the only thing that I got.
Only one mod.
Yeah, so far.
Well, since I got first time I got BeamNG, I just tried out the cars. The SBL4 is my favorite because it sounds like a Subaru. I love Subarus, by the way.
Nice.
So
I like muscle
these are
cars.
yes, same. I don't really care because there's a lot of Mustang haters out there. So all the Mustang haters out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the car's fault.
Yeah.
It's the driver's fault
Yeah.
for not controlling that car correctly.
True that. True.
It's
Ooh, they got
just
like
too much
airplanes and
power.
F1 cars. What about Formula 1 cars? You like Formula 1 cars?
Yeah. I
Those
like the
are
sound
super
of
fast
the
and super
old.
precise.
I love the sound of the old classic F1 V10
Oh,
because
yeah?
yeah, I can't believe it. It's just instinct because right now it just uses V6s
Oh.
in F1 cars. No V8s, no V10s, no V12. None of those.
They're just getting more efficient nowadays. Older versions have bigger engines, I bet.
Yes.
Ooh, motorcycles
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, I but I have
I'm
no
just
intent
grabbing a
to
bunch.
buy. Oh yeah, there's a motorcycle mod in BeamNG, but it's the worst. You can't control it
Oh, really?
enough.
Too fast.
It's too fast and you fall down easily.
Oh, no.
Spawn, fall down. That's the worst mod.
Alright, I need to figure out
Yes.
how to fix this camera already.
Jeez Louise, load up BeamNG. Load up. You should download the Ibishu COVID VR V6R4. What it's called? Yeah, the V6R4. It's the best mod. It's fast as heck.
I need to reset this camera. I'm trying to find out how. Maybe if I exit.
Before
I'll just exit.
because
I'll reload it.
yeah. I wish
There we go.
BeamNG have multiplayer so the whole entire world can play it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. 15 people max and just have a demolition derby. Just run a random car and demo everywhere. Run over everybody with a tank. A jet.
Hey, what's up,
It's a
Kiki
jet.
Grat? Sorry, I can't understand Russian. Yeah, cool, man. Welcome to the stream.
Sorry, dude, I can't understand Russian too. Maybe go to another stream because there's another stream that is Russian. So.
Ah, he's welcome here. You're welcome here.
Whatever
Man,
language you are.
say please
Whatever country you
privet.
live.
Privet.
Privet.
Privet. До свидания. I don't know what that means. It's easy to run wide corners when you're driving a car for the first time. Start slow and drive faster as you get to know how the car handles.
Do you know how to drift in BeamNG? Because I never
Oh
drift
no.
in BeamNG.
I've just started playing this. I never played this before. I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to drift.
I have played BeamNG for a year now, so I'm still a noob.
Oh wow.
I just have a lot of
So
mods.
yeah.
Like I have almost 200 mods.
Wow.
200 mods. And it's not lagging my computer at all. Not lagging the game, no nothing.
Dang.
And it's Windows 7 too, I can't believe that. But one last thing.
What's that?
You can. Do you know how? I know the way to get BeamNG for free, not without paying anything. Without a credit card, no nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a WinWar. It's only for Windows only. Windows.
Ah, okay.
Not for Mac, not for Apple. No.
I see.
Yes. You can download an APK for Apple, but yep, here we are. I have 194 mods here.
Maybe if we just do a mission here.
One thing I hate about companions because I played the smallest companions because if I play a big companion,
Excellent pronunciation. Thanks, man. Oh, sorry, I was reading chat. Go ahead.
Cause I hate camping, whatever that's called, whatever. I hate those because sometimes I play the normal ones because I don't play them all. Because
oh, the campaigns?
yeah, the campaigns. Because sometimes it lags the game and crashes the games.
Oh no.
It lags and crashes the game.
Is that what's wrong with
No,
mine?
do not play. I don't think so. It's wrong with mine. Let's go to free roam here and go to the where should I go? Because I have 3 new maps here. Because I don't. The car jump arena, the endless tunnel, or the Hirochi drag strip. I don't know. Look, East Coast USA, Great Map Road, Industrial Site, Jungle Rock Island, Port, Small Island USA, the small pure grid map, the stretch out thing, you can do top speed runs, and the Utah USA, the West Coast USA, and that's all. But the orange one says, download more! I don't really care because it will lag my game as hell.
By the way, you're 14. My son's 13. Got a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. Alright, here we go. Restarted. Oh, you're 1 year older than my son. Yeah, my son likes BeamNG.drive. See if we can just spawn into a regular blank map. I might have to get rid of some of these mods. Some of these mods might break my game, right?
Yep.
Yay! I'm in my car right.
That's good.
Ooh, I got all kinds of other cars too.
What is it?
Hold on. 1 second. Kind of dark thing. Got some muscle cars. Wanna see what? Ooh, and a Formula 1. I'm gonna grab the Formula 1 card.
I love the Gravel Vendetta because it looks like the Corvette. Classic Corvette, you know. Classic American. It looks like a Corvette, but it's actually not. I wish it will be the official car of BeamNG, but nope.
Kiyuki says, you're great, all guys. I'll sign you, though I don't understand. Okay, cool, man.
The Formula 1 is out of control.
And we're off. 170, 180, 190.
200.
No, we're still at 190. I think that's as fast as I could go. How do you do your NOS?
Just click on it. You click on the button, and it will enable.
I don't see it.
Or just press B. If there's no button, just press B.
Maybe I don't have NOS.
There's no. Yay! I uploaded my BeamNG. It's good. Let me. Let's car selection. Because I have a lot of cars, like a ton. Move mouse. Load up.
That was cool.
Load up. Load up. Okay.
Until you come to the next stream. Okay, Kiraki. Or Kiki Grek. Sorry.
Kaiki. I think it's pronounced Kaiki.
Kaiki Grek. He said Pike. Oh wow. I don't know what that says. I say Google Bing Bye. See you later, man.
We
Bye.
should translate that. Use Google Translate. Copy that. Oh, you should download the Ibishu Microvet. It's the worst mod ever. Don't download it. I swear to God, don't download it.
Okay. He says bye-bye. That's what it means.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you later, man.
So, there's a new mod.
New mod?
Not a new mod. It's an old mod.
Oh.
It's called the Hirochi Prasu. You know what it means.
The Hirochi Prasu?
What is the reverse of Prasu?
Of Prasu?
Supra.
Oh, Supra.
So it's just backwards. Prasu, Supra.
I see. Nice.
It's the... Wait, let me spawn SBR4 here. Oh, no. Wait. Should I spawn? I have too many cars. And when the wet war,
I don't know what to do.
ET40L. I don't like that because I have the rocket version. I like that. The Ibishi 200EX, the Ibishi 200LX, the Satsuma 210, the ATK 800 series, the Beatron B2, the Gravel Band-Aid, the Gravel Barstow, the Chevetta Bolide Electric, and the Chevetta Normal Bolide, the DSC Bora,
Dang.
the Condensa, Aris Coral, Ibishi Corvette, another Ibishi Corvette.
Let's get a muscle car. Go with the Gavril Vendetta.
That's not a supercar. That's a supercar.
It's like an older kind of muscle car.
Version.
Ooh, the racer version. We'll make it black.
No, don't use that.
Don't use it?
Control.
This thing is? Oh, snap. Oh, let's make it blue.
Let's use a normal gravel Barstow, a stock one, and do something with it.
There it
Flash
is.
So much. I have downloaded so many mods. It's grown and grown. So much. I love it so much.
Nice.
Be right back.
Okie dokie. Thing's so hard to control. Alright. Let's go to something with more handling. A fighter jet. Oh no, I don't know where I'll get it at. I need to move my spawn. How do I move my spawn? There we go. Go. What are the controls?
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Jeez. We were maximum late. So,
That was what I
don't
needed.
think- No way. I have a mod of the smoke tire, so tire smoke. Let me put this into manual. Drifting bars, so
I'm trying to find out the controls to steer this airplane. It's just falling down the hill right now.
what? You have an aeroplane?
Yeah.
Why do you turn off my engine for no reason? If you press B, you turn off your engine on your car.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, let me. Do you have a stopwatch? Stopwatch? Use your phone. Use your phone if you can. Use your phone. Use your phone. Use your phone to. Use a stopwatch. So. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm sorry,
8,
what are you doing?
9. I'm doing a 0 to 60 time on my on the bar scale. It takes
countdown?
9 seconds to get. It takes 9 seconds to get to 60. But that's pretty fast for an old supercar. I mean, muscle car.
I'm gonna get some running way and then I'm gonna start launching out of here. I found out how to turn my engines on.
I don't freaking do a burnout in a bar still. Put it in neutral and gun it. I hate this car super much. It doesn't even do a burnout. The cars can do burnouts easily in an open diff.
Okay, I know what to do.
It's hard to play in BeamNG, you know. It's super hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to find somewhere where I could probably take off.
Wait, you see in the left right corner? Wait, on top of there?
Yeah.
You see that small button called controls? Press that and it shows you how the controls work.
Right, I got that already. I'm trying to find a map that I can actually fly this on now. Probably grid map, huh?
Grid small pier. Grid small pier. That's the best map.
Which one?
The grid
grid small pier. Yeah, I'll try it there. That's a good idea.
There you go.
I kind of wanted one with like grass and stuff so I could see like how fast I was going.
Oh.
But this is good.
Let me
This is
get
just as
the
good.
stupidest version of the Pessima.
Here we go.
And that is here. Is the inline 6 or is the V6? I don't know.
Here we go. I'm gonna start flying.
We're gonna make this into a sleeper. Just make it to a sleeper. Just make it to a sleeper. But I can't do that because I can't tune the suspension. That's one problem of BeamNG. The best thing about BeamNG, I wish BeamNG added a dyno. That would be so awesome. A dyno map.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
A dyno room, you can spawn your car up there and do like horsepower pulls and well, let me get I have so many cars I can't pick. I will get I don't really care. Let's get the Brocco Moonhawk. Never tried this car in a very long time. It's a low-rider version that's a mod. Let me get a drag version here. A Moonicorn! There you go. The Moonicorn. Yeah. He decided that Hoonigan, rather that in BeamNG, Hooligan had been. Yeah, whatever. I want to drifting this thing so bad.
Oh no.
What happened?
I crashed the airplane into the ground.
That's bad. That's bad.
Gotta reload a new vehicle. What else do we got? I want something fast.
The SBL4, that's a good option.
What?
What is called the Hirachi SBL4.
Hirachi SBL. Okay, which version? The Thunderball?
What?
The Thunderball version? The Nomi's N1350?
That's the best version. That's the best version. Spawn that.
Alright, let's do it. This airplane is loud too.
I know.
Oh no!
Spawn this already!
The camera's doing that thing again. Oh no. Alright, let me restart because that's the only way I know how to fix this camera. One sec.
Is it super fast? Is it super fast?
I didn't get a chance to see because my camera acted up on me.
Oh. Let me try my best. Oh yeah. My favorite. What the hell? Something fell over my whatever. What the hell? What's that? Jeez. I thought it was a spider.
Yikes. Alright, here we go. wish there was a way
Drifting
I could
the
keep it
best
from
car
doing that.
ever. Wow.
Nice.
The famous unicorn. It's hard to lose it because it's all-wheel drive and easy to drift. Oh yeah. I wish BeamNG have a drift companion because it will be so fun.
Huh. Yeah.
Just do tandems with AIs.
True that.
Finally, let's crash this thing for real now. I'm doing a drifting reverse. No way. This car is so
Hey.
awesome.
Nice.
Boom. Drifting into heaven. Okay, let's restart this now and get the... there's another version of this, but it's the same Moonhawk because it's the older version before this mod came out, like in 2014, 2015 or 2016. I don't know. I don't know when the Unicorn was made because I don't really watch Hooligan a lot.
I don't know.
Let me spawn
Alright,
that car.
Sorry about that delay. Had to restart my game.
Because the cameras are weird in BeamNG somehow.
Yeah. Oh, the ETK series? This looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the ETK is fun.
Electric drift.
You should drift that thing because it's all-wheel drive. And it's the best. I can't believe it. It's just the logo says, "Go noob, be a rookie." The weird version of GoPro, be a hero.
Yeah.
It's just spend all of this time building that sticker up. Go noob, be a rookie. Just shows the lowest version of any camera in the world. The Moonhawk again.
I
And
picked the worst map for this too. I gotta get a better map.
Where's the old
This looks fun.
unicorn? No, it's a different car. Dang it! It's not that. It's not that car. It's the Barstow. Okay, where's that super unicorn looking thing? I want it. I want to drift that thing and compare it to the new mod. There it is.
Here we go. I should be able to do all kinds of tests on it here.
The Unicorn V1 versus the Unicorn V2.
I'm doing
I have the two versions.
Currently doing, what's it called? The ETK K series. But I went with the Heritage one, the KC6T Heritage.
Is it a mod?
It might be.
Because
How
I
can
never
I
seen
tell?
and heard of it.
How can I tell?
If you see the corner of the picture of the car, if it's have the BeamNG logo.
Oh yeah,
if it
does.
has the BeamNG logo,
Uh-huh.
it means it's a BeamNG car. It's an official
Okay.
BeamNG car.
So the ETK is an official BeamNG car.
Yeah.
But let's see, the heritage one is not though. Oh, okay.
Drifting.
So, but we could do the blue one, the KCT 6TM, the blue one. Has an M in parentheses. That's an official BeamNG one.
One fun fact, because I have a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I do too. I have a Twitch and a YouTube. I'm streaming right now.
I only have YouTube. So, just one
Cool.
routine. And let's get into that. Drifting into that!
Oh. We'll try again. This time I'm gonna dodge that. Oh no. Ramp. Let's do the ramp.
Doing that.
Ooh, landed it.
Let me check here.
Gotta hit this ramp.
Gravel corn. Gravel corn. Popcorn made from gravel.
Gravel corn. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Because this is the worst popcorn ever. It will break your teeth off of your mouth.
Yeah. Then you'll be
That's
gravel tooth. Gravel tooth.
Yep. Oh no. Okay, I almost popped my tire there. Jumping the unicorn, that will do. Nope, I crashed it. Oh no.
Dang.
Yep, I died. But then will be real life.
So you streaming on YouTube right now?
No, I'm not streaming at all.
Oh, okay.
I never made a new video like in a month.
Oh, wow. Why so long?
I don't really do videos that much because you know I have school every day.
Oh, okay.
Except for Saturday and Sundays, you know that. Saturdays
Your
and
fans
Sundays,
probably miss you.
that I can do a new video on.
Cool.
Rainbow smoke in the air. That's a mod too, if you know.
A rainbow smoke mod? Whoa!
No, rainbow smoke. The tires. The tire smoke. Rainbow tire smoke.
How do you get that one?
It's a mod. It's in the update. It's so cool though. Let me drifting my
Rainbow tires.
unicorn.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Just search rainbow tire smoke.
How do you get to
Jump
mods?
drift, jump drift, wheelie drift. Hell yeah, nailed it.
Congrats. Good job.
Jumping around in BeamNG.drive. That's how that works. Jump drift, achieve it. Hell yeah. This is my dream right here. It's easier to drift. Oh no. I crashed it. Okay, let me put my NOS on. NOS. Nitrous oxide injection. Here we go. Oh no!
Dang.
I crashed it again. Okay, let's try out the gravel corn. Or the honey gravel.
Honey gravel?
The honey gra. Because
Which one?
it's the bars corn. It's called the bars corn because it's the barstow because it's based on the honey corn.
What does it look like?
I will send you a picture right now. Wait. Let me take it with the...
Ooh, there's a NASCAR version. I got the Moonicorn.
You should drive it. The gravel, the bars corn is the worst because it doesn't drift that much and it has less power. Hell yeah, boys! Line up for the win.
Blew my engine up.
Boom, let me try that. Ooh, dude, this looks so sick. It's so sick looking. Let me put it almost at night. At the beautiful sunset. No, not the vehicle config. The environment, that's the one. There's a feature in BeamNG because you can control the wind in the game. You can put the wind until like almost 700 miles an hour. 741 miles an hour.
Dang.
So that's at night. So let me turn on the lights on the cars. God, the light sucks on this thing. And on the light beams. Okay. Almost taking a photo. Let me put it at sunrise. There you go. That looks beautiful as hell. It's gonna be the best photo shoot of a car ever.
Cool. You can put it in Discord, right? I can put it on the stream if you post it in Discord.
Yeah. Oh no, the lights. The stupid lights on the Moonicorn. It doesn't turn on right. Oh, you stupid Moonicorn. It doesn't work right. It doesn't work like normal headlights. Because the Moonicorn doesn't have any.
Yeah, it's just a track car.
That's why. So, on with the photo shoot then. Never mind about that.
Orange sauce.
When your car doesn't have headlights in a nutshell, that's how. Okay, turn around. This stupid camera doesn't want to work with me. So, let me go down here. Let me turn around in my notes here. There's no pad, that's good. So, aha! I found a glitch. My camera is spinning around like crazy.
Oh no.
There you go. I got it working again. It's just my mouse. It's got really close to the car, so it does look like. Wait. Yeah, that's perfect enough. I will make it better. Maybe make it better.
I'm stuck in this tunnel.
So I turn off the headlights. There you go.
Is there a way to respawn in the stage?
What?
Is there a way to respawn in the stage? Like
press home button. Press the home button. Next to the number pad.
not that
All
one.
the way to the F12. Pause break. Press 3 blah blah blah, delete insert, and there's a home button and press that. It will take you back to the... Oh, just press 0 a lot. The number pad 0 will retrace your steps. Okay, be right back. Be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Anything you want to help again? Any problems? Hello?
No, no problems. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the day. It was good playing. Good, thank you for helping me out. I got to actually play this game that my son loves so much. But alright then.
It's a fun game.
You got me in Discord, so you'll see me if I get on again. So take it easy, man. See you later, guys.